Big matchup on Sunday. AFC North title on the line between the Ravens and the Steelers. By the way, we have Kyle Juszczyk. He is the Pro Bowl fullback for the Ravens. He's going to be joining us here later on the show. But right now, you know that he's going to go with the Ravens. B-Mac, the former Steeler, Bryant McFadden, going with the Steelers.
Right.
You know that. So it's up to us here. Which way are we leaning here? I'll let you go first here with the Steelers, the 5-point favorites at home.
Okay. I'm going with the Ravens to cover. And I'm going with the Ravens to cover because I think this is going to be a very close game. This is going to be a very competitive game. These two teams are always super intense when they play each other. And the main reason that I'm going with the Ravens is because the Steelers have some injuries. So I think this game is going to be tight. Ladarius Green is likely out. He was in concussion protocol. You've got Darius Hayward-Bay, who is nearing a return, but we're not really sure from that foot injury. Sammy Coates is dealing with 2 broken fingers, so you have a lot of guys on that offense. I mean, I know it's Antonio Brown and Big Ben, but there are still other factors.
Le'Veon Bell.
And Le'Veon Bell, but there are still other factors in this game that that need to help this Steelers offense be as productive as a 5.5, 6 point victory. And I just think the Ravens end up covering.
All right, I'll tell you why I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay.
Besides the fact that they're at home, look at that number. 5 points in their favor. For this matchup, for a bitter rivalry, for a team that also lost that first game to Baltimore, you wouldn't expect them to be a 5-point favorite in that second game. And that's why I'm going with the Steelers, because Vegas knows something. There's no way that number is that high or should be that high if seemingly all things are equal. It should be closer to 2 or 3, right? But I think Vegas realizes in that first game, the Steelers' offense just didn't have everything going. Le'Veon Bell was shut down, right, by that Ravens defense. Look, give credit to the Ravens defense for doing that in Game 1. No way that's happening in Game 2. Also, Mike Wallace torched that secondary, and B-Mac told us, remember, that was the first game for some of those guys in the secondary, and so they weren't really used to playing with each other, and Mike Wallace, the former Steeler, probably had a little inside knowledge, and so he was able to expose some of the things going on in that secondary, and he was able to get the 124 yards receiving with a touchdown. I don't think that's going to happen now. That Steelers defense right now, lately, has been the best, maybe the best defense in all of football. They have been shutting teams down, looking like the old Steelers defenses of the past. Not quite steel curtain, but really good and effective championship level type of defense. That's why I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one. And I have a hard time believing that given the situations with both teams here, I just don't see the Ravens sweeping the season series.
Okay.